Hey, what's up everybody? Brian here, Stro Photo and Video. 2020, what a crazy year. We've all been kind of kept away from each other and haven't really been able to hang out and see a lot of people. And maybe the most interesting year to try to start a business. It's just been really interesting, but it gave me the ability to learn, start something new, and kind of go out on this crazy thing called YouTube and start a photography, videography, and cinematography business. I've learned a lot thanks to a lot of people. I've been given a lot of opportunities and I just appreciate it. YouTube, you know, it's gonna get going. I need to post more videos this coming up year. I've got a lot of different projects that I have planned. They're in my head. I just have to, you know, make videos and learn more and repeat, and make videos, learn more and repeat. Some of the videos I did at the beginning of the year, God, they were bad, really bad, but they're getting better. Same thing with photos. Learning so much about photography, the exposure triangle. It's not easy, but you just learn and you watch some of the YouTube videos, some of the big name guys, and you learn how to, and girls, you learn how to edit better, you learn how to compose photos better. But when I started, and it's with starting anything new, you look at the exposure triangle, for instance. You know, you're looking at your ISO. Well, when I started, I'm like, what the hell is ISO? Your aperture, you know, smaller number, more light, bigger number, less light, makes no sense. Then you look at the shutter speed, you know, what you need. You need one shutter speed to freeze motion, but you need a video in a certain shutter speed so you don't have a crazy stuttering video. So it was a big learning curve. I had a couple projects this year. One of them was with COVID. It was visiting some small businesses, and these businesses were very gracious. You know, I was very appreciative of them letting me come into their business and learn. And they all knew I was doing something to help them, but I was also doing it to learn to edit better, to learn new things in Premiere Pro. And it was an interesting learning curve. So, you know, one video I did earlier in the year was for Justin Taylor. Just a little music thing in the backyard, and I'm gonna post a little clip here where, you know, his girlfriend comes in and out of the side of the screen. Well, I know how to fix that now. Then I didn't know how to fix it, now I do. And it was just a little project that we did here at the house with the little fire. So you can check out that video. It was early in the year. It's when I was still learning, but you know, thank you, Justin, for taking the time to do some videos with me. And there's other videos of some of his concerts. Talented musician. Molly's Brewery. Thank you so much, Jason and Cindy and the whole team for letting me come in. You were the first business with my COVID project to let me come in, shoot some B-roll, make a couple videos, and you know, your thank you to your customers, it really shows how much you appreciate the support of everybody. And I appreciate that. The second business I went to was SOMD Hearth and Home. They were great. Austin and his team let me come in, do some video, do their thank you, and I learned a little bit more about editing and adding sound effects and overlaying some B-roll. My third business was Serenity Farm here in Benedict, Maryland. Great farm, and they let me come in, did some video, got some B-roll, and that video was even better, how I was able to overlay and learn new things in Premiere Pro. The fourth company was Stained Glass by Julia. Julia is an amazing young lady who does stained glass things. You can check out her video under my businesses on here on the page. And you know, we kind of videoed the progress of her making a stained glass, which I ended up buying actually. So it was pretty cool. It was a pumpkin, and you know, and I learned a little bit more. So to Molly's, SOMD Hearth and Home, Serenity Farm, and Julia, thank you so much for letting me come out. I appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I learned a lot through that process. You know, I look at my photos at the beginning of the year, and they weren't great. They've come a long ways. You know, in some ways equipment helps, but you know, I can take my cell phone now and compose a better photo and edit it with Lightroom. And that's a lot of what photography is it's getting it right, but then also learning how to edit and adjust colors and do different things. To all my clients that have hired me, you know, I couldn't imagine I'd be getting paid actually to take photos of people. I really appreciate it. I got to go out and, you know, capture a moment in time with you all and laugh with you. From, I don't want to name them all, but it was families. Those were a lot of fun. Couples, I've really enjoyed that. And, I got to do a couple down earlier this year in North Carolina in the Outer Banks, and that was a lot of fun. When you do something and you start something new, you want to just do it because you have a passion for it. And you also want to have fun doing it. I've been a dog trainer for 26 years also, and I love it. I love the people I work with where I dog train in Alexandria at Frolic Dogs. It's a great time, and I really appreciate it and I enjoy it. I'm going to continue doing that while I build this photography and cinematography and videography business. I'm going to do more YouTube stuff this year. I'm going to dedicate a couple days a week where I'm out filming, I'm out doing photos. I want to bring back fun with photography now that I really know more how to do photography and how to edit videos. The first two I did this year, they were bad. They were bad. The sound was bad. The video quality was bad. The editing was suspect. But that's how you learn. You just have to get started. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel or getting into any profession, you just have to get started and learn, because even a brain surgeon, they go to school for years and years and practice and clinicals. They don't just start out being able to operate on a brain. Photography and videography is something you're always going to be learning. You're never going to be at that level of, let's say, Peter McKinnon or Chris Howell or Maddie without practice. You can get to that level. You can catch their eye at times down the road, but you have to practice. You have to make videos. You have to go out there and shoot. You have to get through the bad videos to get to the good videos. A good friend of mine, Colin, who I work with, he was a big inspiration when I started also of teaching me some editing and giving me honest feedback. When I would send him a video or a photo, he'd be like, well, it's good, but this could be better or that could be better. And it was honest feedback, and I appreciate that, because without that honest feedback, it might not be good, but then if someone tells you it's good, you're like, okay, well, maybe it's not that bad. No, he's honest, and he said, this is okay, or this just isn't good, and I appreciate that. Matter of fact, yesterday we were out flying our drones together, so once I get my Part 107 and I can actually commercially fly, I'm going to start incorporating drone videos and other bits into my video process, which will be pretty cool. So we had a great day learning how to fly, and we'll talk more about that once I can actually post drone videos. I want to get my commercial 107 license first, because the most important thing is be legal and fly safe. So we had a great area where we were able to do that. My family, Jamie, my girlfriend, thank you so much for kind of when an Amazon package shows up or something, you kind of just ask what this is, and I'm like, oh, it's a lens, oh, it's a microphone, oh, it's lights, it's this, it's that. She supported me through this crazy year. YouTube, I had, only 4,000 or 5,000 views on my videos, but 72 hours of people watch time. So, different people took 72 hours total out of their life to watch things I put together. So I appreciate that. Those of you that comment or post or like my photos or the videos, I see you. I appreciate that. It's, you don't build a business on your own. Your friends, your family, your clients are all part of that. You have a team overall. So I learned a lot, did a lot of different photography, and it's 2021 is going to be a crazy year. I see this channel taking off. If you want to get on board, it'd be great if you could subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and in 2020 we will see you, or 2021 we will see you. It's 2020 is coming to an end. Hope everyone's healthy. Hope everyone's safe. Go out, inspire everyone. Thank you so much for watching the channel. Peace out.